Hey there, everybody. Just finished moving pretty much all of the wood chips that the town has dropped off, and you can see the aforementioned curvature to this bed around the wood chip area. We've also taken the time and added in 2 additional growing rows, so these 2 guys right here, wood chip in between, and then these 4, 2 and 2 were the original potato beds. You can see when you look on the difference in height, you can see how much these bits of sawdust path have dropped compared to the height of the leaves, and there's definite pitch. I think it's noticeable at this point, but we also have been spending some time planting out a few more of the things that we have been receiving in from some of our fall orders and bare roots, and having gotten a few 20-degree-ish nights, sub-30s at least, some of our plants have started to senesce. So we've been transplanting and moving some things around. This little patch of wood chip here is actually a brand new addition to the uphill food forest space that we're building out, also affectionately called the pea orchard, because we have now persimmons in here, pawpaw, pears, pear, plums, apples, Siberian pea shrub, raspberries, all sorts of things with pea in it. So in this bed we've done kind of like a simple quads kind of setup. So if you take a peek in here, I know it's tough to see, but in this little patch of green that you see right there, that's one of the new persimmon trees. And then planted in with it, we have some New Jersey tea for nitrogen fixation and a low shrub. We have transplant everbearing strawberries for a ground cover. We have Monarda fistulosa, which is the wild native bergamot, or bee balm. And that'll be our medium shrub layer, herbaceous perennial. We also have Good King Henry planted in here as extra mulching material, and because I actually happen to like it in salads. But you can see this is kind of, it's not very rigid. We're just kind of building around some of the things that we'd like to have more of. So most of the time we have a plan, or at least a plan of like where we'd like to walk through. And the rest of the time it's just we can cram these things in, they'll fit, pace off enough for a canopy coverage. So this bed isn't really more than 20-25 feet. Maybe not even that. I haven't paced it. I know that the persimmons will be somewhat intermingling crowns by the time that they are full grown, but it's about as far as I went as far as planning spacing of things. So yeah, this is some of the new space. Some of the newly expanded space. I will kind of walk back this curve so you can kind of get a sense of where we hope the water will be directed if it flows across the surface of the ground. So we'll come in here. You can see a slight lift as to where the chicken yard is. So this depression right here that we're following, the water will hit this side of the chip and kind of run down and around and hit this lull in here. And our plan is to create a little bit more growing space and water catchment with the next round of leaves or wood chips that we get, and kind of bring this space back in. Build it up a little bit, make it another catchment area, and then kind of angle it up this way so that when the water runs off of here and down, it'll have a chance to seep in either direction. It's probably going to seep this way. That's alright for now. But then if it does hit this next patch of slope, we'll have something built up over in here to catch it and make better use of it. So, just a quick update. As always, thanks for watching and happy planting.